All right, kids, we're here. I should be wearing all black. We should be wearing all black because we should be wearing.
It's the end of an era.
What?
It's an end of an era.
Oh yeah, it is end of an era. All right, kids, that's me. We're here. Quiet. James, quiet. I should be wearing all black. We should be wearing all black. We should quiet. It's crazy because the show does span 2 shows plus movies. Crazy. But even the Anthony, that scene too was sad. But anyway, I'm James Lott Jr. This is a reaction to season 3, episode 9 of And Just Like That, the Sex and the City continuation of the series on HBO Max. Here with my partner, all things Sex and the City and Just Like That, Emily Mae Helle.
Hey, I am back. It has been a big day for both of us. So apologize. We were a little late tonight.
Yes.
But we're very busy, very popular people. So it's been a day.
Yes.
We're glad to be, and we have so much to talk about this episode. So many feelings. I have so many feelings.
Hi, Michelle's in the chat. I love this show. Thank you. Well, I want to say, as I keep saying this, I feel like a broken record, but I get the numbers every Monday. And once again, audio and video. Our last episode almost had 400 views. Thank you. Just thank you for listening and watching us. We have a good time doing it, right, Emily? We have a good time doing it.
We have so much fun. And honestly, I have so many, what's funny is I have a few crossover wrestling fans watching the Sex and the City show.
Oh, really?
And they're like, oh, it's funny how you find all these little pockets of people that have interests that you don't think cross over.
Right.
But you do. So I appreciate everyone that supports us. And again, it's so much fun. I know we only have a few more episodes left, so they better be good.
Yeah. But the numbers have been just, I mean, like I said, also for the video, been so good. So, but again, we did like 3,000 downloads last week again in audio. I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. So thank you for listening to our take of the show. We appreciate that. So make sure you're there. And all our live fans, while you're here, make sure you hit the like button. Thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I know, Michelle, you're subscribed to the channel. You're subscribed. But if you're not subscribed, you're watching later, hit the subscribe button. The numbers are going up. I'm seeing that. I'm heading towards 7,000 subscribers. So let's get there. We're going to do that. And if you want to, you'll super chat it too. Super chats are enabled. They're welcome. We want to say thank you. Or super thanks. How are we going to do that? Thank you.
Thank you. Even my cat thanks you.
Baby. It's a baby.
Thank you.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Okay, go back.
Like shoe. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Where do you want to start? I don't even know where to start. I think we should start with the big topic. I do
too, actually.
Let's just get to the big topic because that's what we all want to talk about.
Right, because the other stuff is so minor. I mean, the next second thing would be probably Anthony's little one scene. That was a big one scene.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I mean, the Charlotte, that was all comical stuff. That was one scene. And the same thing with Miranda says she's a drunk, basically. And it's okay. And
we knew that was probably coming too.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the end of an era, as you're saying. And Emily Mae, once again, called it. It's the end of Carrie and Aiden.
Finally. Here, you share your thoughts. Go. Okay. Break it down, and then I'll share mine.
Okay. I think it hurts me because I'm trying to be objective.
Yep.
About Aiden. Because Carrie actually walks away smelling like a rose. She's pretty good. She changed. She's matured. She's grown up.
Yeah.
With Aiden, I guess they're trying to show us that I feel like they ruined the character of Aiden. I'll just say it out loud. I feel like they ruined the character. Right?
That is one of the biggest things I've heard on And Just Like That TikTok is it is everyone, they just ruin the character Aiden. Because why have a character that's been 20 plus years in this world that you've created and have him not grow at all? still have him have all the same habits, but worse. And then, I mean, I guess it shows the contrast. Like, Carrie grew a lot, like we talked about over our previous episodes, how much she's grown. But why, like, I feel the same way. Like, why ruin? He just seemed like whiny and super jealous still, and just like a little man child all over again. And
My
that's what's frustrated me. I was like, you have grown children. Is that what you're teaching your boys? To be grown man children? Sorry. See, now I'm gonna get all upset.
I know. No, but no, that's the thing. I'm with so my thing is if they wanted them not to be together, they still could have written him as matured.
Yes.
And they both matured out of each other.
Yeah, because people have mature adult relationships. Sometimes you both agree, hey, I think what's best is for us to not be together because it is the mature decision. Especially, I mean, they don't have children together, but a lot of parents do the co-parenting thing where they're like, hey, we can't romantically be together,
Right.
but I still love you as a person. I still respect you as a person. But romantically, it's not going to work. And then you make that adult decision, that grown-up decision, and say, hey, I'm not going to be together. We're not going to do it. And then you go your separate ways, but you still can kind of maybe be in contact with each other. But the fact that Aiden did not grow up, did not show any growth, was still doing the same habits over and over again, was just like so heart-wrenching for Carrie. And I
Diane,
felt bad for Carrie.
Diane sees this in the chat. There are so many ways they could have taken Aiden out of the show. Why
Yeah.
do this to a well-loved character? So here's where I'm at with that. So that's the point, Diane. I think Steve, Aiden, and Harry are so beloved. That's one thing. But they were the good guys.
Yeah, we're all rooting for the good guys. That's what we
They were
want.
good. Listen, they were the good guys. Big was the guy who was kind of the whatever, but they were the good guys. When they made, because I remember, because I didn't know you then, but I remember when they had Steve cheat in that movie, how we all got pissed.
Oh yeah, I was crying. I was so upset.
Yeah, right. So I'm I'm trying to act like what they're trying to show us is that even good guys can make mistakes. I guess. Um, I guess I'm just like guessing, but they've kind of redeemed him a bit, and and with the whole shenanigans that went on with them, they made Miranda look really bad in the series, and Steve came out kind of smelling like a rose
But we
himself.
haven't even seen Steve this
Oh,
season.
we haven't.
Oh,
We haven't.
didn't even see Steve. Steve was like Harry's probably one of his longest friends, and Steve and Aiden
I'm
opened a bar together.
gonna say that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on your
Oh
thought.
no 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 no! I love this completely. Trust me, I'm fine. My thing is, I was going to say this because that's how in sync we are. Why didn't they have a scene or two of Steve and Aiden talking at the bar?
Yes.
He's there. They showed he's there. He's working there. Like Steve, I know I'm back in town. Like, but
Yeah. It's literally Aiden and Steve have been like old friends longer than obviously uh Steve being with Miranda. So they've been long-time friends. So that was one of the questions I wrote down on my like, wait a second, why weren't there, like you said, scenes where Aiden is like, hey, I'm going through this thing with Carrie, or hey, Steve, I fucking slept. Oh, sorry, we're gonna get beep. I
yeah,
slept with. Sorry, guys, I slipped a f bomb in there.
it's fine. We're
Um,
fine.
uh, oh, I slept with my ex, Kathy. What do I do? Steve has been in that situation.
No.
Like, oh, there could have been so many redeeming moments where maybe Aiden was treating Carrie a little bit differently than obviously you talk with your friends. Obviously, sometimes you're more open with your friends than you are your partners. You're like, oh, hey, this happened. Oh man, this went down. What do I do? And I just find it so like, again, maybe that I think the actor that plays Steve. I think he's on a CBS show, right? So he might be
Oh,
quite busy.
okay.
So that might be it.
Oh, that's what he is. He's on. Is he on one of those
He's on
Chicago.
one of those firefighter shows, Chicago
Yeah,
Med,
yeah,
some
yeah. You're right. I forgot
Chicago
about that.
He's on a firefighter show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I forgot about
Sorry,
that.
I'm totally undermining and belittling that. That's not what I mean. I just
No,
can't
no, yeah,
remember.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they totally missed the boat. Because remember last week's episode was so short.
It
Throw
was.
in a few extra scenes.
Yeah, I said when I said last time, this whole different. You can do whatever you want. Why is it? Why was it so short?
Yeah, so I feel really strongly about, like you said, the trifecta of men that we have, right? We have Harry, we have Steve, we have Aiden, which Aiden always kind of continued to pop up
Right,
over the 20 plus years.
right,
Steve, we're kind of is a mystery right now.
right,
And then we have Harry, who is very beloved.
right,
Um, and then Big is just totally forgotten about.
right.
So you're forgetting about two of Carrie's loves of her life, right? The biggest, like two of the biggest, no pun intended, loves of her life. You're totally writing off of the history of the show and just saying, okay. So I
Totally
just,
forgot. Yeah, and I just I see why a lot of straight men hate the show because they
it
feel
makes
like
them look horrible.
right. And I think what's funny is with the first series, I know a lot of women have totally come around and going, wait, wait, Carrie's not a good person.
No.
Or someone's not a good person. Like they started seeing that.
Mhm.
Like Samantha was like the best friend. Miranda was a good friend. Like they were good friends. Charlotte was a good friend, but she was kind of out of it a little bit. She had her own little world she wanted to be in. But Carrie really wasn't. She messed with a lot of her relationships. It was mostly her.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, there's like the red flag, green flag thing. Carrie is a red flag.
Yes.
And there are multiple times every episode that you're like, ooh, that's a red flag. And I think she's grown out of that a little bit.
Yes.
Now it's more of like a lighter red flag in
Oh,
moments,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
She has moments of a green flag, but now she's grown along. We've seen it. At least there's that growth. But
Yes.
there's definitely a lot of reflection of like, who are these characters? I think they've lost a lot of the heart of what the original show was about. Um,
Yes. I think, and
that's what
that's
I'm feeling. I feel like we're not only losing Aiden, this character that we were all rooting for, wanted them to succeed, but we're also losing kind of the heart of what we've loved about the show. We're mourning a few things, I think.
yeah. Well, I mean, they brought back a couple of things. That was actually interesting because that's what Sex and the City does. Um, the smoking thing, but it was
Yes.
through Duncan, and that she
Yes.
felt
That was
that
a
was. Go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
oh sorry.
I love this. No, 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 I love this. Please, no, please, girl, go ahead. I love it.
Okay, so that scene
Mm-hmm.
triggered me in multiple ways. Uh so if you all we're gonna do slight spoilers here, but Carrie had a writing session with Duncan and it went really, really long, but Aiden was visiting and we know that Duncan smokes a pipe.
Yes.
Uh, I think this brought back a lot of Aiden's insecurities.
Yes.
Big, because obviously Big smoked those cigars. He's
Yes.
always smelled his limo, like all that. His apartment, like it. So I think it brought back a lot of insecurities with
And
Aiden.
she smoked too. Remember, she smoked too.
And she smoked too. And they had, when they were in a relationship, Aiden and Carrie, he wanted her to quit. She tried to quit,
Yes.
kept going back and forth, didn't want to quit, uh,
Yes.
broke that habit, uh, smoked again. So, like, that was a whole fighting point for them. That was a really tough point for them back in the day. And then
Yes.
now they brought it up again.
She
And
did.
but the way he said it,
Mm-hmm.
get away, or what did he say? Get away from me, get off of me.
First, she lays. He has that look
It
on his
lays
face.
on him in a very intimate way, by the way. That's a very
Yeah.
intimate.
Right. He had a dirty look on his face.
Yes.
Get off me.
Get off me.
Get
Mm-hmm.
off me. You smell like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Go take a shower. The way he
Ooh.
said it was so rude.
So rude. And I'm sorry. I I'm sorry. Okay.
It was
I'm
rude.
sorry.
It was
He
totally
was
rude.
so rude. And honestly, I've come back from the gym or like it's sweaty in Texas here, right?
Yeah,
It's
you know.
awful.
Yeah.
So I spent, sometimes I smell bad. Maybe my deodorant isn't working, right?
Right,
Again, not cigar smoke, but
right.
if I'm going to be close to my partner would never say something like that.
I know.
Never.
It was
And I
rude.
get some stinky feet, let me tell you. I get some stinky feet when I'm dancing, when I'm
Yeah, that's right.
hosting, and then all of a sudden
Right.
it's like 20 hours in like heels. Your feet are gonna stink in the Texas heat.
Right.
And literally he knows it's one of my weird things that I'm like super insecure about where I'm like, ooh, like I always have to make sure I smell nice.
Yeah.
So he knows he would never say something rude like that.
Yeah. It
He
was
would
rude.
never
It
say
was
get
rude.
away from me.
Yeah, it was rude.
Never, even when we're fighting.
Right.
Even if we have a disagreement, we always are gentle with each other. We always have compassion and sympathy for each other and empathy, where we're like, okay, let's understand the other side. I know
Yeah.
this wasn't an argument for them, but it was a moment of intimacy that he pushed away. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like a super sexual intimate moment, it was a form of intimacy and touch and connection. And he pushed that away. And it was heartbreaking. And I knew it. I knew it was over in that moment. Carrie's face, I was like, I would kick him out right now. I would be like, you are not welcome here. That was such disrespect.
Michelle Outhouse in the chat says, I wish they showed Carrie. So thinking about Big, my husband passed away almost 5 years ago. I think about him every day. It's like the end of a season one, she stopped grieving. Well,
Mhm.
here's my so Michelle, here's my defense of that. Because these shows are like 10 or 12 episodes a year, it wouldn't be much story. It's kind of a thing like they because she did mention Big a little bit, talking to the girl. She mentioned Big a little bit,
That
but
was the most she's been open this whole
yeah,
season about it
yeah, about
and
Big.
honest.
Yes, but I think if we see her grieve too much, it'll be boring. I'm just saying for a short season show, like it was 22 episodes. I think yeah, but I think I'm saying dramatic license. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I have a brother who died 8 years ago. I think about him all the time, so I get it. But I'm just saying, but it's kind of like I think it's just dramatic license wise, they really can't do that.
Yeah.
This would be too much. Um, they gotta have Carrie back out there again. That's just how that works. And I like that they're taking their time. And then when they brought Aiden on, I thought that's an interesting thought. Now you have a second chance at your second love.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was okay with that. Like that, I was okay with. I was like, that's okay. But at the obstacles, that's fine. But to almost destroy his character, because how petty he was, how mean he was, how she asked him not to talk to Duncan about anything. Basically, well, he's standing on. I was standing outside. He was outside. Like, but no, you could have said hi. We're making out. You didn't have to ask him all these questions.
Yeah.
You
And that
And
was
when
kind of
Carrie
weird on
heard,
it, it was kind of weird on Carrie's part to be like, hey, you don't talk to him. I get you want to keep that process separate, that work life separate. It was kind of weird. Like she wouldn't let him on the terrace. It's kind of weird.
I don't. It doesn't bother. For some reason, that didn't bother me.
It
So we
didn't
have
bother
a different take. That didn't bother me. I
you? Okay.
understood.
I mean, that's weird. Like that would be me saying, "Hey, Brandon, you can't go out and stand in our patio because our neighbor that we hang out with is next door." Like I don't know that we like. I don't know. It's just
I don't know.
weird.
I just think it's. I know what she was trying to do, which I understand, and it's compartmentalized. This for her, and she probably does like Duncan. Didn't want to admit it. She put him over here. He's
Yeah.
here. It's just because we talked about this. It's just yeah, 22 people are watching. Wow, hi 22 people. That's the most we ever had watching
Hey,
this. Hi, everybody. This episode is something else. I know. Um,
it's like she's compartmentalizing. Okay,
yes,
work, love
right.
life,
So I
right?
still understand that. I'm actually okay with that.
I
But
get
the,
that.
but the fact was, here's where I can do a compromise. Then he should have talked to her and said, I want to go outside sometime. They could have made some kind of compromise. But that doesn't even matter because they ruined the character because we know why he was out there because she basically called him out on it.
Yeah, but
So it
didn't
doesn't even
she?
matter. He was out there
Yeah,
to spy. He didn't because he didn't trust her. I did like the writing when he said, "You said have," and then had or had. I love that. And then later it was like, I did or I was were
Mm-hmm.
was like I like the wording. I like because it's just a word. But when she did it, it was like, what do you mean? I was like, so it just made him look so petty. It just made, oh my god, it's like,
Well,
but he knew what he was doing. He didn't trust her. He didn't
yeah.
trust her. So, and she knew it deep down too. That's what bugged the crap out of her.
Yeah, I mean, what sucks is it took her Carrie so long to realize that she didn't really trust him. Then the Kathy thing happened, and in that moment in the kitchen when they were yelling at each other, that was like that breaking point post the her sleeping in the other room that night,
Yes, yes.
which let me tell you, the only time I really sleep separately is when I'm sick and I'm snoring, right? I don't think I've ever gone to bed that angry where I
Oh,
sleep in a separate spot. Like I knock on wood, have never had that happen. So I knew this was like, no, 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 this is not good. Like you don't do that. So I feel like that was that splitting point finally. And Aiden just held on to the like you said, the pettiness, the bitterness, and he was such a hypocrite.
he
I was like,
was.
you're complaining or holding on to all this jealousy from with Carrie from past actions, and then you slept with Kathy. You weren't honest about all of your kids and Wyatt and all that stuff. And I was like,
Well, when she
I
turned
don't think
around,
I don't think he was honest to begin with.
no, when she turned around and said, "How dare you?" I was like, "That's it.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?" When she said, "I've done nothing wrong,"
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
She hasn't done anything wrong. What I love the point that she put across on during that final breakup scene was I love the 100% comment that she went above and beyond the 100%.
yeah. Well, she
She didn't
listened and she
furnish
did.
she listened to him, she didn't furnish her
Nope,
apartment. She was waiting
nope.
for him. She waited months and months and months for him to deal with the kids,
And she
went
said,
to
and the
visit
family
him,
drama. She had the family. She said, and
had
the
the
family
family drama,
drama.
did all this stuff, put off so many of her other things just to like make this relationship work. And then he couldn't put in the same effort.
Nope,
So it wasn't reciprocal. And
nope.
that final moment of them actually realizing that it wasn't reciprocal, and this is what it goes back to that mutual agreement. Aiden, I think, wanted to hold on a little bit more. I think
Yeah,
Aiden was still in it. But once that him shoving her away the night before happened and he disregarded her feelings and needs, that was when Carrie saw the light at the end of the tunnel and said, you know what, this is not working out. And that was a powerful moment for her to realize that because that's hard. Like obviously, like you said, second love. Like it's hard to realize that and be the adult in the room. And she was in this moment and was like, yeah, and that language, like you said, is, those are powerful.
have
People,
had.
yeah,
It is.
people need to.
And well, the part that also got her, if you guys, we don't want to forget this part, was she was Seema at Seema's new place. She got a new place. It's cutesy, whatever. And she has an assistant. Like so, I just mention that. And they're eating sushi, and she mentions, and Seema goes, "Well, that makes sense why he was asking us all these questions at the party." She's like, "Ask me
Yes.
questions." I forgot Carrie didn't know that. And he goes, "Oh, and me and Adam, all these questions about him, about Duncan." And that ding, 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 someone off there for it too when
Yep.
she said that. She's like,
And
"Oh,
that shows that like hiding insecurity,
yes."
that confidence of Aiden is shot. I mean,
She admitted because remember, Seema knows something about her past. She goes,
yeah,
"I did cheat on him."
yeah.
She said it. She's like, "Yeah, he has a reason not to trust me back then because I did cheat on him." So she goes, "Oh," and she was like, "Oh," and it was like she didn't go into full detail, but it was like, but she actually mentioned that to Seema, like, okay, there is a reason why he probably didn't trust me then was because I did cheat on him.
Yeah. And mention John too, mention
With
Biggs.
John.
So
So yeah,
that's yeah.
that's why she did say I messed with John. And it
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's so but again, it just makes go back to Aiden. I see why straight men don't like the show. I get it because it just felt like it was 10 steps backwards with this character. This character was always pretty zen, Yeah, him and Big had a little rivalry for a minute. It was kind of funny at the end, but he was very zen. Just handle things. Yes, kids can complicate stuff. I totally get it. And everything. The one problem child, totally get it. But I think with Carrie, it should have been something. I don't. I feel like they ruined the character. They felt like they just ruined the character to end the relationship. But again, Carrie looks pretty good because she didn't do anything wrong, and now Aiden's bad. So Big was bad, and now Aiden was bad too.
I know. That's why I said it kind of earlier. It throws away all of the stuff from the previous shows. Like,
Right.
so we're not gonna. So there's a whole generation that have never seen Sex in the City.
Right.
They're going
Right.
back and watching it, and now it's like I wish that is just like on its own. Like, let's
Yeah.
just keep it in its little time capsule because it just, again, 20 plus years of a universe in which these characters lived, and you ruin it. And then what also I feel bad for Carrie in the sense of what was her life for? Yes, she's a writer, she has great friends, but what does this mean for her overall satisfaction, her overall quality of life, if two of her biggest relationships, male relationships, I should say, romantic relationships, were disregarded in the way that it was? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think I have
I
any.
don't answer. I'm like that's the whole point, right? Is I don't
I'm
answer because
just,
that's
those were all
because.
like a lot of the feelings I was feeling was like,
But no, but the whole point. Here's the thing, folks. Let's talk about Sex and the City. The whole point was, and even the Carrie Diaries, it was Carrie goes to New York to change her life and fall in love. Well, first she was in Carrie Diaries, she was following somebody there, but at Sex and the City she came. That's what she wanted to find love in the city. So those 6 seasons, I watched every episode at least 200,000 times each. I have the box set.
I
I
know we
watched
pulled it out before. Yeah.
right. So I'm saying we've watched the show over and over again, and I still claim with all that for that series, it was about Carrie and her friends finding love and sex in the city. So that's it. Now, and just like that, to my knowledge, was now the ladies are older, but they're still trying to find their way in the city, which includes love.
Mm-hmm.
Each one has had these love relationships. I mean, probably the most stable is Herbert and Lisa Todd. They're hilarious through their own stuff. Um, but they're all trying to find love in and life and what's like being your 50s and 60s in the city, including Anthony, right? So Big goes. Obviously, there's some stuff happened off camera that they kind of had to let him go, Chris Knopf. But you bring Aiden, who's the other big symbol of the first series. Having him come, he came to he was in the second movie for a minute. That's when they're in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, he was in this, yeah, they kissed in the little
Yes,
market.
yes. So they had that for that was kind of fun. We're like, okay. So he wasn't ruined. It was just like, yes, of course they have feelings for each other. It's like, of course that's like those. So now Big goes. I almost feel like, yes, you could go one way and have Aiden be the next, and he steps in, or not. So I get it. But the way they kind of chopped at him, I didn't like that. I just didn't like that. And I just think after season one, or two, was one with Steve and how they treated him in that season, we didn't like that either. And now with Harry, which is funny, is that he's now just does punchlines basically. And he has big balls. I mean, that's all he got this season, kind of. He had a little bit of fun with the jeans and all that, but like again, like why are we making these men just basically jokes, so to speak?
Yeah.
Even
But
Anthony.
I feel like Anthony's story has been kind of a joke too.
Yes.
And even the moment that he had today,
Oh, I
like
don't say I don't get why that we talk about.
I
Yeah,
meant in this episode, it kind of turned into a farce.
it did.
I know I mean, I guess we could, if you want to
Well,
pivot
talk
to
about it a
that.
little bit because it's part of
Yeah,
this
but I
thing.
felt like it turned into a farce. Like, oh, okay, this is this is turning out okay. And then it just was like so over the top. I was like, I don't even think this would happen. I don't think this would happen in real life.
No,
I don't know.
she
I
wouldn't. She wouldn't get up and do
no.
all his dishes.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. She wouldn't
And
do
I
that.
just felt like they're not actually treating the non-straight characters well either in creating a character arc as well. So I don't know. I have to listen to the podcast about this episode. I didn't get a chance because we hear from the writers, but I think we should.
I usually do it afterwards. Like after we do our show, I'll finally catch it
Yeah.
or part of it. I didn't get a chance to this time. I had General Hospital. It was a really good episode. Sorry,
Ooh.
it was a really good episode. It was a big episode at General Hospital. You
I mean,
guys,
the fact that you didn't like these character arcs and you watch soap operas, that's telling you something.
I'm in the world of soaps, girl. You know, I'm in the world of soaps, kids.
You know, I like my drama. I'm in wrestling. That is the biggest soap opera. That is like soap opera on steroids, yes, literally.
And I don't care what anybody says. I know it's controversial, but rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. My childhood, yes, I know what he did later and said later. I get that, but my childhood was Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper. I mean, all those people.
Yeah.
So just for that, for part of my childhood and teenage years,
yeah,
I am like he was a figure.
There's obviously a lot of mixed feelings about it.
I know.
Hulk Hogan as a wrestling personality, right. Obviously you can celebrate the personal person.
Yeah, no difference.
Didn't really make some great choices.
I was going to say, and Ozzy Osbourne. I was big Ozzy.
Oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne too. It's been a week.
Yeah, it has, girl. There's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, but you mentioned wrestling, but no. So the thing is, yeah, we watch these outrageous things on the two mediums that can be very over the top. But I think with this show, and I think you could agree with this, Emily May. I always feel like the show has Sex and the City isms, where they do certain things that are farcical and kind of comedic. We saw Andy Cohen do his reprise his role.
Selling shoes, yeah.
Selling shoes later. But with the Anthony thing, what bugged me, first of all, you have a Tony-winning actress, Patti LuPone, on here, first of all. And I was actually hoping they would actually get together. They would get together, because it felt like, sorry, not the whole thing, but I'm 58. Okay, 59, 60, final offer. Like, they already made a joke already. And I was like, well, she's not taking it. She's really serious about this. And her explaining, which we found last time, that she was with a third man 30 years older, and what I said, that was serious. That was like serious stuff. But then they had to go to, the Tom of Finland and Salt Pepper Shakers, a half-naked man. It's like that's just semi not realistic. I'm sorry, I'm gay. I understand. It's not that realistic. Sorry, folks. It's all over. It's meant to be over the top. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be like.
In what way? What was on the Shakers, or what was on like the scene?
The Shakers. I mean, she's coming over. You would have other Shakers out. I'm sorry. Gay folks.
Sorry, I'm hiding all of my contraband if my mother-in-law comes over.
Right. Hi.
Sorry, bye. He's going to work.
That's right. But you know what I mean? That's what we do. We don't. That is not realistic. I'm sorry. We wouldn't have.
I'm leaving. I'm putting my stuff, hiding it. I'm sorry. You don't just leave that stuff out.
No. And I don't care how gay you are or whatever. It's an in-law, so to speak. So, and when she's like, I don't give a shit. She started talking regular, and they were going back and forth. I was like, okay, this is getting a little good, but I was hoping that it would just. But it went back to farce again.
Yeah. Right? But like that moment where she talked about why she is so mad. Again, the 30-year difference that, it comes with complications, and, you're really, really young. So she's trying to protect her son. Yeah. So I get that. 100% get that.
Me too.
But like you mentioned, it went from like, she's trying to keep a very serious tone to Anthony not being able to do that. And then it just kind of goes, and then it kind of deflates the importance of what she had to say.
I agree.
No, you're light. You're like very bright.
I know. I'm trying to
back up a little bit.
Like, something's going on. Okay, let's try this. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's just one of those days. No, that's what I'm saying. And that's the whole thing about her turning everything up. Because when he said, I love your son, I thought we'd get this really good moment. But no, she gets up and smashes all the plates off. he walks in the door, she's speaking to him in Italian, and she's basically dumping him
Mm-hmm.
until he leaves her. And then he's like, "Oh, she said it was great. Thanks for dinner." And he's like, "Well, yeah, he knew it was a lie, but it's like it was all. I know this is a comedy, but it's supposed to be it's more of a dramedy. It's what it's supposed to be. And Sex and the City would have these serious moments that were like, I wish it was handled that. I wish that was handled better too, because now I don't see her as the villain so much. I kind of get what she's saying. It's
Yeah,
like,
I know. And just like it was when Carrie finally mentioned John and mentioned actually to Seema, oh hey, I did, Aiden's right, I did cheat on him. Like that was an authentic moment. It was like like authentic nuggets were kind of here. And then even Aiden's pushing Carrie away, I think that was the most authentic we've seen him because that's his true character right now as this new person 20 plus years later. So we had those little nuggets, and then it would be contrasted with these like you said, like farcical moments that were like that wouldn't happen in real life.
no,
So it was kind of like a like whiplash. Like I was getting like emotional whiplash where I was like, oh God, I don't know. And maybe that's part of what they want us to feel is because it is a
right,
breakup episode. So
right,
you want to feel a little disjointed. I guess if you thought about if you really wanted to analyze it,
yeah.
you could be like, oh, that's what they're going for. But I don't know if that's the case.
Well, the thing was, even with Lisa Todd and Mary and Al Joyce and Herbert, I gotta lose this weight. That's comical. That's farcical. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Him and his son, that was kind of funny. The Nutter Butters and all the angel hair pasta, that was kind of funny. But I just thought it was just kind of that scene went nowhere. Talking about using time, when he calls her about it, she goes, Ozempic, blah blah. And it's like the joke is funny the first time you said it was funny in the kitchen, but you're calling and there was no payoff between Marion and her either. It was just kind of like, so again, it goes back to that. Why was last week 30 minutes and this week, 55? Like, what is that? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Folks, I hate to sound like I'm just complaining we're just complaining this whole time. But I was telling you guys, it's just, I think you guys agree. And I'll be curious to see what you guys think. If you please continue to comment underneath the video and stuff, because it just really feels like a slap in the face to long time Sex and the City fans. This show is a continuation. When I watched Dallas TNT was a continuation of the Dallas series. So when they did things on that show that made me mad, I was like, you're not just affecting that series, you're affecting the legacy of the show. Sex and the City's legacy is that show, the two movies, and now this show, the first two seasons. So this third season is leading to all of that. And I just
Hmm.
think it was just like I said, she predicted. I mean, they predicted it, and I think we all knew, right? They were going to break up. It was going to
I
last.
mean, we knew, but we weren't sure if it was going to be 2, 3
Yeah,
episodes. I think yeah, but
I knew it would
my
be the
timeline
finale.
was
I knew it
pretty
would be the
good.
finale. I was like, I knew it would be the finale, but I knew
No,
it was coming up. I know it
we
would
have
be this
three.
soon.
Yeah, we have 3 episodes left,
Right,
right? So
right,
there has to be a little glimmer, a new love interest, something. It has to be because like this is the third act. Like we're getting
right,
to that last part. So
right.
yeah.
Because Seema with that rock salt deodorant had me laughing. That was kind of funny. Uh,
Hmm.
and when she had her travel deodorant on her, which I have some stuff too in my bag all the time.
Oh,
Uh,
you should see my bag. I have 3 different scents. Like I have
yeah.
a bag of deodorant, lip gloss, and chapstick.
Oh
Those
yeah.
are
Oh yeah. Right, yeah. 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 Yeah.
and a little sunscreen. Those are the 4 items. If I got lost in the desert, that's what I have.
Okay. You're like, I'm ready. I am ready. 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 So for me, it's like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. It's like, so that was kind of fun, but they were all small scenes compared to this big sequence of scenes. And with her and Duncan, they're not playing it like they have feelings for each other.
Mm-mm.
They're not playing that. So I wonder if it's just going to emerge.
Yeah, I mean, we saw they had obviously chemistry at the party. So I
Right.
think they have chemistry, but maybe I mean this is what's so fun about Sex and the City. You don't know how that's going to unfold. Is there a new love interest that's going to be introduced?
Just do.
Maybe. It's kind of late in the game for that. I think 3 episodes is hard to understand a character and have it, hit in the right way with the audience, but you never know. I mean, we've all been kind of eyeing Duncan. We haven't really seen him a lot since the party. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
think this was a tough episode. I mean, I think last, like 2 episodes ago, I think was redeeming. I think we were like on a roll, and then we got that shortened episode. And then now this one I think is going to take us time to process. So as
Yeah,
fans, next week has to be really, really good.
I was
It has
saying,
to be
yeah,
redeeming, and we have to have some redeeming moments. Uh, and I'm not sure how they're going to introduce a new romance, if that is what they're going to do.
true. Is the show renewed for she's I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I just haven't heard anything.
Hmm.
I don't know. Usually they tell us right after the show ends. We see you back for season 3 or 2 or so. I don't know. So far I haven't heard anything. So we'll see.
Maybe did you okay, but okay. So everyone listening, I've been sending James I've been sending James theories on, and I want to address this, theories on what people think about the show and fans, and some of these wild theories on what they think is really happening. And one of my favorites that I'm following, and I'm going to go back and look at what they thought about this week's episode. But I love the theory that Carrie is actually in limbo, in purgatory, because you notice we saw her keep popping Tums, right? Like she has this heartburn. So maybe she's either in limbo, in a coma, and all of these characters are totally acting out of the realm of their normal characters
That
because she's like, dreams, she's imagining all these wild things. That's why her apartment isn't furnished and all this stuff. So again, it's wild conspiracy theories of like what's actually going on. But that's one of my favorites I'm following to see. And so I got to go back and see what they think about this week's episode.
it's what's funny is if they made this whole series at the end her
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
or something, and she wakes up and she's like, "I'm done. I finished the book," and it's never really happened. That would be interesting. That would be
Yeah.
something, or a dream, or something. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Shows.
And
I
there's
mean, I was. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
no, sorry. And there's a few shows that have used that element of someone wakes up from a dream and they're not really dead, or they're not really like it's a whole new dream sequence, right?
I'll
Um,
tell you. Saying elsewhere, the ending of ending of the whole series was in a snow globe.
hmm.
As it was an autistic kid who had a snow globe of a hospital. So that whole series was his imagination. Obviously, the famous Dallas Dream season. Good morning, where Bobby shows up in the shower, and the next season, Pam goes, "Oh my God, I had this dream that," and she lists everything that happened that previous season. And I remember sitting there because this little side note. This is kind of like so when we knew that Patrick Duffy was coming back. That was a
Yeah.
whole thing. He's coming back to the show. Larry Hagman went and got him. Said the show's not the same without you. We saw Bobby die in the
Yeah.
hospital with his family around him. Right, folks? Remember that? Okay. We're waiting. Back then, there was no social media. There was
Yeah.
there's no Access Hollywood. It was the National Enquirer and shit. And they were like, we don't know. And so at the end of the episode, for the dream season, now called dream season, Sue Ellen gets blown up. Jamie Ewing gets blown up. And then Pam wakes up. She married Mark Grayson, but wakes up
Yeah.
and walks that shower. At the credits, they do all the credits, and it goes Patrick Duffy as they left it blank. So all summer, Emily May, we're sitting like, oh my God, who is he? Who is he? A twin?
Yeah.
Of that? Of this? We never thought a million years about a dream season, folks. We're just like, oh, it's gonna go. Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he whisked him off somewhere. So then the premiere episode goes straight to that shower, and he's like, "Good morning," and she's like, "Oh my God." And she closes the thing, and he walks out, and literally within I didn't count it. It was 2 minutes long. He basically said, that never happened. He could have.
Wow.
He might as well look at the screen, but that never happened, bitches. He should have. The way
Yeah,
he
I
did it
haven't
was
seen
like
that show. Yeah.
she listed all and this and that, and then he's like, that never happened, Pam.
Wow.
So it means he never died. He never got hit by the car. So they had to go back in time to before. So 2 seasons ago, they had to go back to before, but it
Oh
worked.
wow.
The show went the shows,
Yeah.
but it's very controversial. People get upset.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a lot of shows that have used that device. Roseanne is one of them.
But Roseanne, yes,
Roseanne's
yes,
one.
Tarantino.
Isn't Lost one?
Well, Lost, no, well, Lost was its own quandary by itself. What
Okay.
they chose to do is at the end, basically say they were in purgatory. Now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
they have it together.
So it's interesting. So again, we're throwing up those theories. Let us know what you think the theories of the season are, because I'm kind of down a rabbit hole right now.
She is. Send them to her. She wants to see them.
Yeah, I
And,
want to see them. Send them to
no,
me.
and no, if you have some good theories, we'll say them on the show. I'll read them on the
Yeah,
show.
we'll talk about it next week after this next episode
Oh,
unfolds. I think we need to.
Emily May, we've got the best one ever. Thank you, Diane C. Newhart.
Oh yeah, Newhart.
And he wakes up and it's homegirl Suzanne Plachette from the other show.
Yes.
That whole thing was a dream.
Yeah.
Vermont. That I think
Classic.
I almost forgot about that. Was another one, and that was like one of
Classic.
the best endings of all time. That's considered one of the best. So yes, I remember watching it live. So yes. So yeah, that's Newhart. Thank you, Newhart. But yeah, no, it's if you have any theories, put them underneath the video or the audio. I'll look at the audio too, and we'll read them. We'll read some of your
Yeah,
theories.
I'm down.
But if this was a dream, oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Or a book.
Don't get your hopes up.
My thing is a book, and she decided to write a book about what could have happened, and so it's all her man. So she writes out the whole Aiden side, and she really writes it all out.
Mm-hmm.
And Miranda's a lesbian now. Like that would, then by Monday, then how would they end it? Like, will we see the girls? Would just be the three of them? Could they get Kim Cattrall to come back for one episode as the four of them?
So I saw Anthony's, I forget the actor's name.
His name was, oh my god. Oh
Oh
my god.
no, but he was on what's his name? The British talk show host.
Graham Norton.
Was it Graham Norton? Yeah, one of them. But he recently
Mario Cantone is his name. Mario Cantone, I got the name. Mario
okay,
Cantone.
yeah. And they did ask him, hey, do you think Kim Cattrall would come back? And he was like, absolutely not.
It's probably wrong.
So maybe he's like trying to save it and say no. But I honestly don't think she's coming back.
I know,
Because
but
if she didn't come back to help Harry with the cancer thing, I don't think she's coming back.
here's the thing. Never say never.
That's true.
You're in wrestling. Stranger thing. When I heard Goldberg was back, like Goldberg, I'm like, you never. People should never say never.
I know. It's like the show's not over. The game isn't over until it's over. I get it. I know. But anyway, we didn't want to be super negative on this episode.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Lots of strong feelings. We're still having fun, and we're gonna watch the rest of the season, see how it unfolds, and I hope everyone will join us and continue to send us their theories.
Yes. It's again, we do love the season. We do love the show. We do love the show. But we are here to give our opinions, and so that's what we do. We give our opinions, and I want you to give yours too. Thanks for watching us. Actually, the show is as long. Our show is as long as the show, 48 minutes.
We can talk. You know it.
We can talk. We'll be back. I'm assuming we'll probably be back next Monday again, but we're gonna talk after this. But again, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We had 22 people watching, which is a record for us live for you guys tonight. So thank you for joining us on a Monday evening. I know it's been 4 days since the show aired, but hopefully you got a chance to watch it a couple of times and sink in. And now you watched us. If you haven't watched the show, go watch the show. To come back and watch us again.
Yeah.
That's what you think. And thanks for all the likes. We totally appreciate that very much too. Emily Mae Helle is at Emily Mae Helle everywhere, right?
It's everywhere on all social platforms. I have a huge week ahead. I'm recovering from a crazy weekend. Double shows on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of Shopping Network shows last week, but I'm heading into SummerSlam this weekend. Super excited. going to New Jersey. So I'll be out there. So if anyone's out there, let me know.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a really fun week.
Yeah,
So follow me and you'll see all my adventures.
all her shenanigans.
All my shenanigans.
I'm where James Lott Jr. is sold at James Lott Jr. and all social media platforms. If you haven't caught my interview with Rory Gibson yesterday on General Hospital GHB Spotlight, check it out. Me and Frank had a good time, and I'm letting you guys know Diane and Michelle, you guys know here first because you watched the show. This Sunday, I have Kathleen Gotti. That's right. You know homegirl from General Hospital. She'll be live on the show. She's my friend. She makes me laugh all the time. So next Sunday, Kathleen Gotti. I'm going to announce it tomorrow in social media. You're hearing it here first. You watch the show. We're going to watch Rory G. Go back and watch it. It's good. It's good. But I'm bringing you guests. I am bringing you guests. And maybe one day I'll have guests on this show too. I'm working on it. I got some things. I got some irons in the fire.
Woohoo!
What that saying is. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.